hands, fingers, thumbs. It's time for Ajazz Tech. Hello and welcome to Ajazz Tech. I'm your host, Alex Zarnowski. I'd like to remind you that Ajazz Tech is part of Ajazz Networks. Please be sure to visit AjazzNetworks.com for all of our latest shows and blogs, including Cinema Clash, The Salinor Show, and Internet Amazings. Accurately controlling a virtual space with only our hands and our voice has been every big kid's dream since films like Minority Report portrayed it so flawlessly. There have been many attempts at making this fantasy a reality, and the examples are fruitful. You have laptops that utilize webcams which recognize hand gestures for simple tasks like music or video playback, simple face recognition which then tracks a user's head for tracking or login purposes, and then there's the Microsoft Kinect for interactive gaming or simple interface navigation. We have a long way to go before our hands become the primary way we conduct our computers. And yes, computers meaning smartphones, tablets, smart TVs, and PCs. So where am I going with all this? I'm referring to a device called Leap 3D, a device that claims to be 200 times more accurate than a Kinect, and not because the hardware is more advanced. These developers have seemed to figure out the math necessary to make Leap 3D 200 times more accurate via only software, making this hardware sensitive to 1/100th of a millimeter. It allows you to hold and use a pencil to write your name with pinpoint accuracy, use multi-touch gestures, recognize and distinguish objects, and even play games. The possibilities are endless, and right now, qualifying developers get one for free. The public can pre-order one for $70 at leapmotion.com. My long-awaited or feared opportunity to replicate this show on an iPad has finally arrived. I don't have Big Blue to help out with the vocals this time, only the new iPad's passable microphone. Let's take a step back. The launch of the iPad spawned the idea of the post-PC era. It killed the netbook and the idea that we need to have a computer with a physical keyboard, large screen, mouse, and a killer CPU and GPU. That idea is out the window. Only having a fast and functional device is what matters, and that's why we are seeing more and more Ultrabooks. The iPad's A5X processor is sluggish compared to Intel CPUs, but it's no slouch. iOS was designed to work in tandem with whatever processor is thrown at it. Okay, so what am I getting at? The iPad is great for simple computing like word processing and web browsing. There's no mistaking that. It can also function as a really great photo editor and camera, and that's proven with iPhoto for iOS. But is the iPad a great video and audio production device? The Gorillaz think so. He produced an entire album using iOS and really great software. Avid Media Composer and iMovie can edit videos decently, but nothing too complex. I have been searching for a great way to make a podcast or edit audio. Apps like WavePad, Overdub, and Hokusai are free and offer near Audacity quality editing capabilities. The obvious choice is GarageBand on iOS, and it really does everything you'll need to produce a great podcast. It offers multiple tracks, great precision editing, and a way to export in lossless quality. The kicker is with my podcast workflow. The iPad isn't enough. There's always the issue of adding artwork, metadata, and even uploading to the server. The bottom line is, I still need my good old MacBook Pro to finish the job. But if you are crafty enough, you can use GarageBand for iOS in the same way Avid allows you to export your project to Media Composer on your PC. Do the bulk of the work on your iPad and clean it up or finalize it on your PC. If you're willing to go post-PC all the way, there are many high-quality microphones that are compatible with the iPad via the camera connection kit. That's a great place to start since audio quality is key. Everything else boils down to workflow and publishing. Finally, I'll give you a quick tech news rundown for the week. Facebook stock fell flat on opening day at $38 and has been in decline ever since. It only went as high as the mid to low 40s, and now there's claim of a bug in the system causing its mediocre performance. The latest iPhone 5 buzz is all about leaked faceplates leading to taller designs, 3.9-inch displays with resolutions of 1136 by 640 and a smaller dock connector. Mr. Jonathan Ive has officially been knighted and was quoted saying, "What we're working on now feels like the most important and best work we've done." Diablo 3 sold more than 3.5 million copies in 24 hours, making it the fastest selling PC game in history. Currently, Max Payne 3 is outselling Max Payne 2 10-1, and Microsoft Windows 8 boots so fast that getting to a boot menu is virtually impossible. It boots in 7 seconds to be exact. They'll now be adding alternative methods in order to access boot menus. Well, that's all for this episode of Ajazz Tech. Got Stitcher? We're on it, so get it. Stitcher is an award-winning provider of news talk and radio for your mobile phone. Stitcher Smart Radio, the smarter way to listen to radio. You can find all of our podcasts, including Cinema Clash and The Salinar Show, at AjazzNetworks.com. Follow me at Twitter.com/AjazzTech and search for my name on Google+. You can email me at AjazzTech@gmail.com. You can find this show and more at Ajazz Networks. Originally different media for your personal taste.